17 of the National Football League. And we'll get to see Derek Stingley. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Jaguars and the Texans, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Here we go.
Stroud looks to throw on the first play. He finds Smith and Jigba. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 3. And Stroud now to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Let's go now.
Hand off now to Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Throwing now is Stroud. Hard throw, incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Bust through the tackle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. But on that play, they held up quite well.
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Now Stroud. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here goes Stroud again. And it's caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory?
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team, because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance, as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight. I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct? But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets...
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there.
Touchdown, Texans! Take down his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Let's go, let's go.
Stroud looking to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
On the jump.
Play action. Stroud now. And that is incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Stroud to throw it. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Get it.
Here's Stroud. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Stroud. Now he's got it. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Now ETN to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Let's go.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second down and 8. Now Lawrence down around his goal line. That's to the sideline and incomplete. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Straight ahead, ETN. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It's fielded at the 45. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Stroud sets up the play action. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, here's Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Touchdown! Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Lawrence will throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Lawrence to throw. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw again is Lawrence. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We'll start.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. Lawrence hitting the ball is free. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. On the counter, ETN. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, and someone jumped.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. He's to the 15. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And then ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne dances by him. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And they'll go again with Etienne. They'll get it up near midfield at 49 before being taken down. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. They go play action now. Lawrence. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Jaguars. Brenton Strange, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags are back within a score.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And here comes the Texans now. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Check.
Throwing now is Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A good decision in the end. The pull-up run gets him 9 yards and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run here with Connor. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. His second rushing touchdown of the year and third overall. And the Texans are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. And now out come the Jags. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Now Lawrence, and completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Lawrence. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Well, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Derek Stingley picks it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And a short gain here down to the 22. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Again, a run with Connor. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps Giants trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars.
Down by 13, a minute 54 on the clock. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
They'll drop that underneath to ETN.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now Lawrence.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Snoop Connor, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Hey, run! Here we go.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
He'll get that underneath ETN.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Houston, they improved to 11-5 now.